Dr. Armstrong, I have a question for you, and I think we should just dive right in on today's episode. So let's just start here. What are we missing when we treat aging like a disease?
I think we're missing quite a few things, actually. I mean, it bothers me that we call aging a disease, because aging is a natural process, and disease is an unnatural process. It's where our physiology is messed up. And so there's a lot of problems that come from just telling people that aging is something that is a disease. It's something to be feared. It's something to be prevented. And, you can't prevent aging, and you can prevent disease. And so I think by focusing on it as a disease, we kind of overlook really the positive benefits of aging. I mean, you think about, wisdom and resilience and the opportunity to reflect back on a life well lived and to have grandchildren. And, aging is a great opportunity for us. And I think this idea of aging as a disease really just promotes ageism. It puts a stigma on aging. And it also harms us in that it causes us to begin to expect decline. You hear people, they have aches and pains in their joints. It's just a matter of aging. Or you go to your doctor and it's like, oh, you're fine. You're just, you just got to accept you're getting older. It's like, no, I don't accept that I'm, getting older means that I have to, struggle through these things. I think by expecting decline, it causes us to ignore the opportunities to age well. Mm-hmm. So what are your thoughts?
Well, no, I think that's funny that you're bringing that up, because there's been some certain scenarios where, and it could just be little things here and there, where I was having some knee issues. And I was man, yeah, that's what everyone was saying. They're like, oh, you're just getting old. Or if I cut myself, I notice it takes a lot longer to heal than it normally would in the past. Or even when I get sick, right? When I get sick, when I was younger, maybe a day of rest and I'd be fine. Now it's like almost 3 days. And everyone's like, oh, well, it's because you're getting older. And I'm like, well, maybe the flu evolved. Maybe I don't accept that. Don't put that curse on me. I don't want that. I know a lot of people have a fear of getting old, and I think it comes from what they've seen with their grandparents or their own parents, where they've seen what that old age kind of does to them or did to them. And the fact that, they used to be really youthful and they used to be able to move around, and now they don't exactly move around as well as they once did. And they kind of rely on other individuals to drive them to and fro, and they're not as strong as they once were. And then on the other aspect, some people are like, well, I don't want to get wrinkles, and I don't want to have gray hair, and I don't want to have my teeth fall out. There's other side effect, whatever it is. A lot of people don't want to be old, but old is just a term, because even when I was younger as a kid, being 23 was considered old, because you had no concept, you have no perspective of it. And now, I think 57 is actually fairly young. I really do.
Fairly young?
Yeah, I think it's fairly young,
I think it's very young. I'm 62.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
but
I remember when my aunt turned 30, my Aunt Linda, and how devastated she was. It was like, oh, I'm getting old. And it's like, when I hit 30, I was like, what was she so bent out of shape about? This isn't so bad. And, now I'm 62. It's like, I want to kick aging in the ass.
Yeah.
I just finished a cycle of 10 by 10, 3 days a week Zercher squats. And I finished my final round at 300 pounds. So I did 300 pounds of Zercher squats for 10 sets of 10 repetitions. Jeez. I never thought I'd hit that, but that was my goal, to get over 300. So I hit 305. And now my newest goal is at 6'5", I want to be able to Zercher deadlift off the ground. And it takes a little bit of warm up. I have to kind of work my way down to where I can get deep enough to the ground. But I hit it. I got a lightweight. It was only 135 pounds, but I can get under the bar and lift it up. So my goal now is without any kind of warm up, be able to just get down deep under the bar, pick it up, and then start getting heavier. And you'll watch some of these different videos on YouTube and stuff like that, where people saying things you shouldn't do over the age of 50, and it's all bullshit. It's like, who's to say what I can or cannot do as I get older? And because, I have another birthday, I'm supposed to just expect that my body isn't going to be functioning as well. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of decline in there. It's inevitable. But how much of that decline is due to inactivity, not due to some disease? I mean, aging isn't something you catch. It's an opportunity you have to live well or live poorly. So it's a choice. We're going to get older. Getting older is inevitable. The only way to not get older is to die, right? But every day that we're on this planet, we are older. And so aging is inevitable. How we age is a choice. It's not a disease.
That's good.